Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and I've got a bit of a surprise unboxing here. I know that this is from Grant at Big Ear Pedals. He likes to send me stuff from time to time to surprise me and baffle me and to send me treats that he thinks will be cool on the channel. Last time, he sent me this really cool old Teisco built Barclay. It's just a vintage treat. It's actually more fun than I think he thought it was going to be. I have no idea what this is. He gave me a couple little hints. He said that the shipping costs more than the guitar. It's obviously a guitar by the size of the box. He also said that it was the cheapest guitar on eBay that wasn't a Strat shape. So that's all I know. All right, let's get into this thing. I've got my Scout knife. Should I be looking at other knives for unboxing? Suggest some knives. Links if you want to in the comment section. 3 pieces of tape hold this thing together. Oh man, here we go. What's it gonna be? Comes with a gig bag of some sort. Extremely thin feeling. Oh man, what is this? What am I looking at here? Standard cheap ass cables. A strap. Some yummy silica gel. I just want to gobble it up. Let's get this box out of here as we unbag this thing. I'll just leave the box there. I can tell it's going to be some sort of crazy like BC Rich shape. It's also yellow. I don't own any yellow guitars. I guess I do now. Where does this open? It's sealed. Oh my goodness. No brand name on the headstock. Shark fin inlays. Oh my gosh. It's super duper light. I'll say that. Good thing that top horn's so long. Otherwise this thing would be pretty neck heavy. What the heck, Grant? What are you doing to me? The nut. Let's see if we can get close up on some of the details here. The nut is sticking off the side, something fierce on that top edge there. That is pretty incredible. Neck has a very slight bow to it. Nothing concerning. What am I supposed to do with this thing, Grant? I'm really shocked at how light it really is. Fully out of tune, as any guitar should be when it's shipped. The neck has a very matte finish to it. Fretwork is actually not as bad as you would think on the edges. Like, he hinted that this thing was like a $20 guitar or something like that. I mean, they're rough on the edges, but it's not sticking out the side and digging into me at all. But you can tell that some sort of machine did that. It's actually beveled on the edge of the fretboard. I don't know if I can get that to show up in camera. I've never seen that before, like this angled bevel on the side of a fretboard that lines up with the cut angle on the frets. Super thin looking strap block in there, trem block. Reminds me of, you know, it's smaller. It's even smaller than the blocks that you'd find in like a in a 90s Mexican Strat. All right, let's get set up and plug this thing into something. All right, should be in tune now. I mean, it sounds like a guitar. Let's pull back those levels a little bit. Already out of tune. I mean, no surprise. This thing was pretty slack. Let's stretch those strings out and try again. There's like a crazy amount of glue and crust around one of these frets. I'll have to take a close-up picture of that. And we're back. The tuners, they feel a little sticky, but they don't feel jumpy. They feel like they might be firm enough to be stable. I mean, they're a modern closeback style tuner. But man, that nut is something else. I'll have to take some close-up photos of that. Clearly a plastic nut. Some inconsistency around the inlays, but not as bad as that like Firefly I had, where there's just goop, just this thick channel of resin around the inlays. These are in there quite a bit better than that. I mean, everything on it looks cheap. Did this thing come with a trem bar? With a wiggle stick? There it is. Would have been a shame to throw away a wiggle stick. I mean, it works. Won't know for sure if the tuning issues are with the guitar or just the strings being, you know, freshly tuned up for probably the first time. Most tuning issues can be addressed at the nut or the bridge with some lubrication from some graphite. Sometimes it's a problem with the tuners, but not usually. Sometimes it's a problem with, you know, the truss. The neck is bad or something like that, but that's pretty rare. But usually a sticky nut or an unstable bridge is what's going to cause your tuning issues with any guitar. Price. Let's say it doesn't sound terrible. I kind of dig how light it feels. Ergonomically, it's fine, even though it's this, you know, pointy spider leg looking monstrosity. I love the color. I don't own any yellow guitars right now. Maybe I need to have more yellow guitars in my life. Oh man, the neck is rough. There's like wood burrs and stuff sticking out of it. A little pressuring there. Like there's matte finish and there's unfinished. This is unfinished. This is an unfinished neck on this. The frets aren't awesome, but they're not nearly as gritty as other guitars that I've played. Is this one of those Glary things? Is that what this is? It's not branded. Interesting that it has a 4-screw neck connection versus a plate of some kind. Let's throw some distortion on it because that's what it wants, right? Getting a lot of hum and noise from it, even in the humbucker settings. Maybe it's just something in the air right now. I think it might just be something in the power right now. Getting stupid with that whammy bar. it is not holding tune for anything. I'm having fun. You know, it's kind of interesting. You don't look at a guitar this shape and think surf culture. But there's an artist that I'm a big fan of that was a poster artist and designer, illustrator in the 60s and 70s and whatnot, who was deeply associated with surf culture and then went on to being associated with, like psychedelic culture, the Grateful Dead and whatnot. And like these shapes, these bumps, these curves are very reminiscent of his style. The artist's name is Rick Griffin, so go look him up. You'll see all sorts of stuff that you recognize. Probably, hopefully. But anyways, I've thought for a long time that it'd be fun to get like a BC Rich style guitar. I was thinking more like a Warlock and convert it into a surf guitar. But I don't know. If I can get this thing to be tuning stable, maybe I'll have some fun with it. Maybe I'll make some mods to it. Put some different pickups in there. I don't know. Its bones are playable. It needs some work. It really does. I probably already have put pictures up of all the little inconsistencies and quirks to it and whatnot. The action isn't terrible. It's playable. You know, the pickups actually don't sound terrible. The controls work. The bridge exists. I could dial it in to feel a bit better. I need to put some Teflon tape around the wiggle stick there so it stays in place. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what Grant paid for this thing. But like you said, the shipping was more expensive than the actual guitar. I might try to find a link to this thing. Already falling out of tune. So anyways, thanks Grant. You're ridiculous. This guitar is ridiculous. I'll try to do stuff with it. I'll try to do something with it. Maybe I'll mod the heck out of it and then give it away or throw it off a bridge or something like that. I'll say this. Right off the bat, I'm more impressed with it than that guitar I did throw off a bridge. So there's that. I mean, the looks aren't really my style, but there's something immediately playable and kind of charming about it, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't wait to read all your comments down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me a rude, nasty comment. Support us on Patreon. There's a little bell thing down there. You click the bell and set notifications to always on or something like that. You'll get notifications to when my videos publish, and then you'll get to join me in the chat window for live chatting when these videos premiere. It's a fun thing to do. It's probably the best time I have making these videos is getting to chat with everyone while we watch the videos that I just spent hours and hours making. So anyways, bye everyone. Stay grounded.